In this reading, we are looking at the full moon in Capricorn. We have a pick a pile, pile A, pile B, and pile C. Though these readings are timeless, we are going to be tuning in to the energy of the full moon in Capricorn to see what it is you need to know. I'm just going to be working with 3 decks to keep this kind of clean and simple. The Queen of the Moon Oracle, the Rise of the Warrior Oracle, and straight off the press, the Warrior of Love Tarot. So if we take a few minutes to use not only your third eye, but also your human eyes, use all your senses to be drawn into a pile. Are you drawn into pile A? Are you drawn into pile B? Are you drawn into pile C? For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. My name's Luna Marie. I am the Spiritual Warrior UK. Another thing that you can do is just move your cursor along to some point within the video just to get an instant message, a very personal message for you just around this full moon in Capricorn or whenever you find this video. So let us begin. Okay, pile A's, this is your reading. So we've got the full moon in Capricorn. So pile A, this is your reading. So we're focusing on the full moon in Capricorn, and this moon illuminates the areas that hold us back from shining our light in the fullest and the most joyful way. This moon will light up part of your life and business where you are limiting your own expansion. Or perhaps you're just not living the life that you want to live. Sometimes we also need to unplug ourselves from the illusionary security. Look at what we believe, what we should be doing, and develop a bit more selfishness to move yourself forward. So let's see what our spirit want you to know. And with that in mind, we've got the self-love card. But the thing that really jumps out for me here is all the pink. All these beautiful pink flowers that adorn her hair. Very much into drawing in areas of the heart. So though we've got self-love, I do feel like this is self-love and a healing energy that we've got coming in currently. I feel that you will want to go into kind of a hermit mode. There is something of nurturing the self, but really having few people around you. I feel like you don't want many people around you. All this energy will certainly bring that about. There is a time to kind of clear the energy out. And whilst you're doing that, there feels like you don't want many energies around you. It's like you just want to focus on your own energy so you can really find out where you need to do the work, what needs to be balanced up. You know, where do you need to put in your effort to create harmony and being able to put yourself first. I feel like, you know, you've looked at this many times and there's been a lot of blocks. Not blocks in loving yourself, because I do feel that there is that is really being developed and has been developed, but in how you can move things forward in really putting yourself first in front of others, within your life, within your work, within your romantic arena as well. It is also the number 6 card. The 6 is the Lover's card, and this isn't just about love, it is also about choices. It is the card of the Gemini. You know, make the choice to change certain areas. I want to say of your life, but actually, what they wanted me to say is change certain areas of your heart. I feel like you have, between this full moon and the next full moon, is a very potent time for you to tune into the energy, and it's almost like you're able to work with the energy. It feels much more free flowing between this full moon and the next full moon. Okay, what else do pile A's need to know? Let's take this one as well. Expect the unexpected. 43. Well, 43 goes to the number 7, and 7 is our self-mastery. It is about our inner awareness. I am getting that this is about, for some, union with another. This could also be union with the self, because we do have this self-love card. I feel there is much untanglement in, it's like I want to work with you. I feel like this is what you're saying. So I feel like there's another person. It's like I want to work with you, but I also need to have like my own space. I feel like there is a clearer way to communicate coming in for you, and that is leading to greater connectivity with you and another person. For some, this is going to be love, and for others, this is going to be work and development. We've got this fruition, so this could have well already started. The number 37 again goes into the number 10. So it's like the end of the old cycles, you know, the areas when everybody came in front of you. That's when I said with the self-love, I feel like this has already started. You're already in that process of making your life fruitful, you know, bringing in and creating what it is you want to create. And I do feel there is a big element with spirit. I do feel like your spiritual senses have developed massively. I feel like there's lots of upgrades coming down within this moon as well. They are just highlighting that just try not to be too busy. I keep seeing bees fly off this fruit. There is something within that where, you know, take a moment. Take a pause, take a breath. Allow it to harvest. Absolutely. Allow it to harvest. Thank you, Spirit. And bring in peace. Another 10. Wow, look at this. Pile A, you've got some major changes, major cycles, major endings coming in, but in a good way, because I feel like, you know, you are putting yourself first. And there is an element which they're bringing forth, is that with this, when there's change, when you put yourself forward, sometimes people fall away. And as difficult as that is, you have to let that happen, because they will either come back in or not. And try to be at peace with that, because I do feel that's either has happened or will happen. Okay, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for my pile A's? For my pile A's. It is so lovely. This is the first reading I've done with my brand new deck. I've done other readings with a trial deck, but it wasn't at such good quality, and this is just beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for this current energy? Okay, I'm going to put those back. They sort of fell out in a... Just 2 more, please. Let's because it's a new deck, they're a little bit sticking together. One more, please. One more. There we go. And that's really interesting that the Emperor fell out, because on the bottom of the deck we've got this masculine card that I've got on the side, and it keeps winking at me. So I'm gonna put that there, because I do feel you know, interesting, we've got the number 6, and this is where we started, and I feel like that's why. For some, I do feel that there is a masculine energy coming in, and again, that doesn't need to be gender specific. It can just be an energy that's stepping forward, and that is the masculine energy. I do feel this is somebody from the past, I have to say. I do feel like this is somebody that you know. For some, I do get a reconciliation energy around this. This wasn't set out to be a love reading, but we seem to be going in that direction. Because they keep putting out the couples to me. This could be healing with your inner self and your inner child, so just take it as this resonates. Okay, what else have we got? So we've got the Two of Swords. You know, a little bit unsure about where things are going. You're not seeing the future, and what you want to do is you want to know where your future's going. You kind of want it all mapped out. But what do you have to remember, certainly with this card, is that you've got a wise owl. You've got spirit whispering in your ear. So try not to go too far forward. Try to take each day as it comes, because it is going to unravel. You know, as we've got here, expect the unexpected. Fruition is coming in. Be at peace with the situation. Okay, 7 of Swords in the reverse. We like this in the reverse because I feel like there is a return, but turning over a new leaf. This could be for the person from the past, for turning over a new leaf. And I do feel that you haven't seen this person for quite some time. They're putting a real distance of energy in between the two, and it feels that this is a change that is happening, a change in perspective, a change, I would also say a change in the way that they love themselves. You know, I work with romance and relationships so much. Is a question that people, you know, always ask me. And people that treat people badly generally have a very low opinion of themselves, or they have underlying anxieties or underlying confidence issues, so that there is a need to control the situation, and that doesn't always show itself because it is generally hidden. We've got the mask here, interestingly enough. But it's take your time. We've got the Chariot in reverse here, so we've got Cancer energy. You could be a Cancer, you could be cross-watching for a Cancer, or it can just resonate with you. But what we've got here is that there is a little bit of lack of direction. Again, that's why I feel like you need to let things unravel day by day. But we certainly have this masculine energy that's stepping forward. Now, if this is work for you, take the lead, move forward, find a solution. And sometimes you need to step away and just take a day at a time. Remember, we're not seeing too much into the future here. The path is it's not been completely laid out. You might even feel a little bit powerless in this, or lacking in direction. It's like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I get there? All these questions come out of your head, go back into your heart. Trust, bring peace to the situation. There is a big pull here about, you know, really having to sit in the present energy and not go too much in the future. And I'm hearing, because it's going to be very changeable. It's almost like by the time you've sorted out one thing, something else has come along and changed out the whole trajectory anyhow. Okay, what else for my pile A's, please? What do they need to know in this current energy? Okay. Okay, we've got walk away, 41. We have purity in reverse. We have morning affirmations in reverse. And we have take time out in reverse. My throat is just completely closed over. Goodness me. So I do feel that you need to take some time out. I feel like this is something that doesn't always sit well with you because there's always stuff to do. There'll always be stuff to do. You know, that is never going to change. But, you know, you have to take care of yourself and not burn yourself out. I feel like that's really important. Walk away from the small stuff. You know, don't sweat the small stuff is what I'm hearing. You know, walk towards the light. You know, it's interesting that we've got a lot of cards with moons on. I mean, I know this deck is about the moon, but that we've got a lot of circles here, you know, bringing in the illumination of what the moon represents. If you feel that you are off path, if you feel that you don't know where you're going, again, come back to the present. You know, in this upright, this is seeing the soul within. Now, when it's in the reverse, it's confusion. Again, with this card, powerlessness coming up again. You know, go back to your old ways of where you're taking some time for yourself, where you're going into morning affirmations, giving thanks, giving gratitude, taking some time out. Some alone time is needed. Where did I start? Self-love. You don't want people around, but you're not creating this. And that's what you need to do. Tell me more about this walking away. Yeah, and I get overwhelmed with this card. I mean, for those of you that know me, I'm not a traditional reader, but I'm getting overwhelmed completely. Now, we're not seeing the soul within. There's the return card. There is something coming back round that's going to help you feel much more solid and stable, awakening to what is going on and stepping back in your power. I love that that's come out because there was a feeling of feeling lost, feeling a void, not knowing where to go, feeling powerless. So it's great that we've got a change in that perception that's coming in. Tell me about the Chariot in reverse, please. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Anything else? Okay. So why there's a lacking direction is I feel like there's no planning. You're not grounded in what it is you want. You know, what they're bringing to me is like when someone says, well, what do you want? Well, I want love. Okay, well, here's a dog. they'll love you unconditionally. You know, be more specific. You know, people say, well, I want more money. Okay, well, here's £1, here's $1. You know, you want, what does money bring? Is it the freedom that it brings? You know, it's you have to go deeper. You have to explore what is it, because this is about what makes you happy. This is about bringing this down into the reality world, rooted in your 3D and what makes you happy. And at the moment, it feels like you don't know. Certainly with the Page of Pentacles, you know, this is not seizing opportunities. It's distraction, kind of like peeking and looking and sneaking when it's in its upright, but just kind of distracted when it's in its reverse. And tell me why we've got this masculine energy here. Okay, so there is an area of things not working out. There is an area of not releasing what needs to be released. When all the cards are in the reverse, for me, what that means is that you're not seeing what's in front of you. Your energy and the way that you're looking at it, and I know this can be really tough, it is making this harder. I'm also getting that there is a kind of stubbornness in not changing, in not moving this, in not creating the goals that you want. You know, it's like when we're fearful, we're like, we can't stop, I can't stop, I can't stop, who's going to do it, who's going to do it? You know, I'm hearing that in the background. So yeah, you know, when you take time out, you can get creative. You know, you get creative by walking in nature, by meditating, by singing a song and not even thinking about the problem. It's like you can outthink the problem. You want to get creative with the things that are coming in and let them come in one by one. You can't see the road ahead for lots of different reasons. So just focus on the day in hand, and that's really going to help. Okay, let's get you a card of guidance, my lovely pile A's. And if this resonates with you and you would like a more in-depth reading, then all my offerings are at the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. If anybody reaches out for you, it's not me. I never reach out to anybody for a reading. You can only book at the website. I have a live calendar and with my diary open for 2 weeks in advance. So you will never wait more than 2 weeks for a reading. Okay, guidance for my lovely pile A's, please. Yeah, grounded. What was I saying? Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Ground down into what you already have. Give thanks for what you already have, and just let the rest unfold. Much love, warriors. So if you pick pile B, this is your reading. And the full moon in Capricorn illuminates areas that are holding us back from shining our light in the fullest and most joyful way, and hopefully challenges you to fully commit to this change. It lights up the parts of your life and business where you are limiting your own expansion. Maybe you put a lot into your work, or you're not getting the results you're after. Or perhaps you're just not living the life that you want to. Sometimes we need to unplug ourselves from the illusionary security. We need to look at what it is we believe and what it is we should be doing to bring us pleasure. So what do you need to be doing in this energy to create this amazing auric field like this woman here? So we've got the number 18, which is the moon. And we've got all these butterflies in the background. And it's like what I'm getting from this, and even though the path is clear to you, there's many things that come up that overwhelm you, but I feel like you are pushing through each one of them. And there is development and there is growth, and this energy that we're currently experiencing is going to help propel you forward even more. You know, the 18 goes into the number 9, which is our self-mastery, our union with our higher self. You know, things that we struggle with, and sometimes we need solitude to step in. It's the divine feminine number. But that moon illuminates the path, whether there is a darkness of uncertainty. And even if there is a darkness of uncertainty in the background, expand your light. Create that light buzzing around you to allow yourself to transform. It's like it's bursting out of your heart and solar plexus. Allow it to guide you. It's a very, very high energy card here. Okay, what else do we need for my pile bees? What else do they need to know about this energy? What else do they need to know about this energy? One more. There we go. Okay, so we've got nourishment. So there's a need to look after yourself. I'm feeling also there is a need to cleanse. Speak your truth. Get out any toxicity, because I can feel it in my throat as well. You know, lots of things cause toxins to the body. Stress is one of them. Suppressed emotions is another, as is food. You know, there's many, many ways that we can nourish our bodies. It is mind, body, and spirit. So maybe there's a few elements within that you need to look and need to address. And there's a few that you've got sorted and a few that need work on. But cleansing is a big part. So, you know, cleanse the mind, cleanse the body. It could be very beneficial to eat cleanly over the next couple of days. Realization coming in, expansion, growth, you know, building blocks into the spiritual world, seeing things Ooh, my camera just wobbled. Bear with me. What happened there? It was just picking up the energy. Seeing the world in a different format. It's like it's almost like the tower energy I get with this. In you're just gonna look at something and go, how didn't I not see that before? And you know, like the spiritual ascension, it's like when you see it, you can't not see it. You can't go back to the way it was. You can't change it back. It's like, but you can't see it until you see it. So there's an element of that. And hunger. Number 11, you know, the master number, the power number, hunger for development, hunger for this energy, hunger for success. You know, even though we've got this moon here, it's really bringing out that solar plexus. Remember I said this is bursting out your solar plexus? Well, this is as well. It's like use the moon to revitalize you. I'm getting that. You know, sometimes the full moon can drain our energy, but I feel for you, pile bees, you're gonna be like the Duracell bunny. It's like I feel like you're gonna be really, really energized with this. And just remember, whenever you come across this reading, all my readings are supposed to be timeless. You know, whenever you find this is the message for you. And we're just focusing on the full moon in Capricorn today. So give us some more information on these cards then, please, Spirit. What does the watcher need to know? Okay, so for pleasure, oh my goodness me, you are surrounded by the same cards over and over and over again. Look at this, fantastic. Great, great energy. It's potent. Potent is the word that I'm feeling. Okay. Just going to get them all out. What else? Yeah. Okay. Because this is a new deck, they're still a little bit sticky. Okay, card for the hunger, please. And yeah, there you go. Okay, that one also wants to come out. Okay, let's have a look here. Ah, sneaky one underneath. Interesting. Also as well, look at all this blue here. There's so much blue, you know, throat chakra. So for the pleasure, you know, for this energy. Again, we've got this moon card. This is one of my favorite cards. But we've got the fox with it, you know, so there is a need to get a little bit, you know, keep your cards close to your chest is what I'm feeling. Not cunning, it's not quite the right word, but, you know, you don't need to tell somebody everything. You know, I feel like you can hold back. I feel like you have stepped out of fear, that you are embracing this new change, this new part of yourself. I feel like you've got very focused on the direction that you want to go. I mean, it's really full steam ahead for you, pile Bs. It's a very, very determined energy. It's almost like, you know, don't try and distract me because it's just not going to happen. I feel like you've worked to get to this place. You know, it's not just come at the click of a fingers. I do feel that the nourishment, they're highlighting that to me again, that does need work. I don't feel like that's an overnight thing. I feel like that's a thing that needs some time. The realization for me where you're going to see things differently, you know, the new world, this is about new beginnings. This is definitely about your transformation. It's about where you need to go, and where you're going is balance. It's a higher ascension. It's definitely doing things differently, and what I would say is definitely trust your intuition. You've got the gods on your side. I mean, they're always on your side, but I feel, you know, sometimes we also just need a little bit of luck, and it feels like that's kind of what's going on for you. You feel like you've got magician energy. For me, this magnetic blue is very kind of magician energy anyhow, and I feel like that's very much around you at the moment. What else do my pile Bs need to know, please? What else do my pile Bs need to know? The cards aren't coming out tonight. Okay. Believe in the stars. My God, look at these cards. Didn't get any better than this. What else? Morning affirmations. Have an attitude of gratitude. There we go. Yeah, and again, all this solar plexus energy. There's the yang. Again, all these blues and purples, you know, the divine masculine. Divine masculine energy also came up in pile A as well. And we've got loyalty that comes in all shapes and sizes. So I feel like certain people in your world are going to be stepping up. You're going to know who your friends are through thick and thin. They were the people that will be there no matter what. They're the people that you ask for help. And I actually feel that you're not somebody that asks for help very often. But people are going to help you. You know who your friends are. You know who you can trust. And it's almost taking, you know, a leap out into the world, because I feel like there's different groups coming in, and spirit are going to bring in the right people for you. And it's keep on going on your path, keep on believing, keep on using those affirmations, keep on having that faith. You know, it's the divine masculine energy is about moving forward. It's about making it happen. Trust in your inner self, but don't burn out. Make sure that you're getting that balance. And it's not even day by day, because it doesn't feel like that. It just feels a little bit like it's all going to happen at once, one after the other, and then that leads on to that, leads on to that, leads on to that, and it's like, finally, you know, that's what I feel. Okay, yeah, ease. Ease. And again, look at all the blues. You know, it's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. My God, pile Bs. I'm going to leave it there, because it's just fabulous energy. If this is resonating with you and you would like a one-on-one reading, all the links are in the bio. Do reach out. All the bookings are done on the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. I have a live diary on there now. so you can pencil in. There's also late appointments, so I can accommodate all my clients that are in the States, Canada, and Australia. So pile B, let me know, put in the comments how you are getting on, because things are looking very, very good for you. I leave you there with so much love and light. Take care. So if you picked pile C, the surrender card, this is your reading. So we've got the full moon in Capricorn, and the Capricorn full moon illuminates the areas in our life that we are holding ourselves back from. We look for change, and we are fully committed to the change. This full moon lights up the parts of your life and business where you are limiting your own expansion. Maybe you put in a lot at work, but you are not getting the results that you're after. Or perhaps you're just not living the life that you want to live. Sometimes we need to unplug ourselves from the illusionary security and look what we believe we should be doing, and actually push forward and take risks and move into a new space. So with this surrender card, I feel like there is a need to just trust the process, break out from having to control and micromanage the small details. The 26 goes into the number 8, and the 8 is that strength card. It's our Leo energy, having the power to move through things. And we are also in a number 8 year, and that is the growth, finances, and also about ourselves, material things, allowing that to bring in, knowing that we are worthy of abundance, that you are abundant, I'm hearing. So also looking at yourself and seeing the abundance that you already have. So if there's something that you're wanting, something that you have been trying to bring in, it's almost like give it up to the universe. Work with the energy of this full moon in Capricorn. And of course, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come across this, it is going to be relevant for you. But we're just anchoring in this energy. Yeah, the path. Look, oh my God, the number 8 again. 8 and 8. I love that. I love that we've got that continuity that Spirit are bringing in. We've also got resistance as well. 25, which goes to the number 7 card. We'll pull a clarifier on that. What else? Okay, and there's balance, and also the number 10. So changes needing to happen, kind of the Wheel of Fortune energy that I'm getting from that as well. So surprises coming in, and interestingly, she's not looking at what's going on. She's actually feeling her way. This is the energy that I'm getting from this. So some of you might be really strong empaths, and that may be your main gift that you are clairsentient. You don't always need your human eyes or even your third eye. Sometimes you just feel it. How does it make you feel? Is that the right decision for you? How does it make you feel when you think about that? That's a really good thing to use. It's really important. There's certainly change. I feel like you're going to be looking from a new height, through a different window, through a different lens, in the way things have been. And I feel like there is a completion coming in. I feel like, again, and this has been for all the piles, that this is something that you've been working on for a while, but I feel that there is, it's like I can see the finished post is what I'm hearing. Okay, what else do we need to know about this energy? Okay, so surrender. I feel like what you're doing is you're pushing against it too hard, and it feels like it's become too hard. So it's like, take a step back and remember why you got into this in the first place. It's like, take it back to the heart energy, because I feel like that's really, really going to help you. We've got the stag at the top of this mountain, and the stag is wise. And actually the stag's put down his backpack here, and he's just focusing on the light. He's focusing on the sun, and that's what you need to do. You don't need to travel as heavy. take off the things that you don't need to address at this moment in time. Okay, for the path, for some of you, this could be a relationship breakdown. I mean, goodness me, and a painful relationship breakdown or about to happen. We've got the Two of Cups, but with this Ten of Swords in the reverse, for me, it can mean that you're resisting this, that you kind of know that it has to happen. That was the energy that I got from it more. And for others, this could have already happened, and you are overcoming the adversity, you're overcoming what has happened, and you're surviving it. But I do feel that this is most probably a relationship or a failed relationship that has got you on either a spiritual path or the path that you are on now. I do feel like there's lots of questions about this. Interesting that we were talking about the Wheel of Fortune energy that I've got, and this is on the bottom of the deck. So I'm also going to put this here. So I do feel that there are there's certain portals that are going to go out, and this is a real timing thing. And again, just surrender to the process. It will come in at the right time, and you will know when it is the right time. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Let's see what the resistance is, because again, the energy feels, I'm going to put those back in. This is a new deck. It's the first time I've used this, so it's a little bit sticking together. They're coming out in little bit of chunks, so that will pass after today. So tell me about the resistance. What are you resisting? What are you resisting? I feel like there's resistance of the heart again, in completely opening that from what happened. You absolutely see this with open eyes and why it came about and the path that you have taken since. But there is certainly resistance in okay, that's a lot of cards, but they're saying take them, so let's have a look. Yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands. Love that. Okay, can we just have one more, please? The resistance. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, really? 10 of Cups in reserve. There's the King of Pentacles, so there's the problem. Okay, so the resistance in why this is not moving at the pace that you want to is because you have shut your heart off to love. Okay, from the pain, it's almost like your creative flow. I feel like that's the masculine, and take it as it resonates. There was the person that's saying, hey, come here, I'm going to make your life great. Love bombing is what I'm getting from that. Didn't see it coming, and I feel that you kind of beat yourself up for not walking away, and don't do that. There's an inner kind of dialogue with yourself, in why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that, and it's just a waste of time. What you've got to focus on is this here. This is the card of creation. This is the gift from the universe. These are major changes coming in. It's almost like the power's in your hand. Look at all these little leaves that are sprouting from this. You've got the hearts, you've got the wisdom of the stag. Yes, it's been difficult. Yes, you have grown. Yes, you are still standing. Yes, you are shining your light. Now open up that heart, step into that solar plexus energy, step into that power within yourself, and look what happens when you change the focus. Yeah, when these cards are on the table, you always have the free will to turn things around. This is the benefit of tarot, where you've got new love coming in. It can be everything that you've dreamed of and more, and you walk away from the things that don't serve you, like the past, and look at what you've got coming in. But there's some changes that you need to make first. Wow, what an interesting reading. Okay, what else does Pile C need to know about this energy? They've all been very different, actually. They've all been very different. A lot of times they will overlap. What else? Time. What else may Pile sees? Okay. So we have time is an illusion. Listen to the whispers in the reverse. We have spiritual growth. Absolutely, that's the path there. And we've got Ganesh as well. Number 10 again. Endings happening, new beginnings starting, overcoming that obstacle. You know, again, listen to your spirit guides. If you're not listening to them, or you're not listening to them because it's in the reverse, they just said, and I'm not listening to my guides. There are messages coming in, you're not recognizing them. You know, you need to get quiet, you need to slow down. If this is broken up and you're thinking, you know, I'm this age and I'm going to be on my own and blah 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 blah, okay, you need to put that aside. You need to put that aside. Everything will be okay and everything happens for a reason. And I know that doesn't help when you're feeling awful and sad, but keep moving through, keep surrendering, and let the path take its place. Okay, what else do we need to know for lovely pile C's, please? Oh, the moon, you know, but the strength, it's like, what I love about that, look at the power that's in her eyes. You know, you can say so much from your eyes. You don't always need to verbalize everything. Celebrate where you are. It's almost like, I feel like silence is your superpower. I do feel that. It's like there's this serenity that I'm getting from this energy. Let the path be illuminated, yeah? Yeah, there's the strength. Absolutely. There is the strength. And you know what this is? This card is, she doesn't need to be afraid of the lion. She doesn't need to wrestle with the lion because she's tamed the lion. And the lion is the ego. So that's when you get your power. And then we've got the Page of Swords as well. So with this, I feel that somebody might be watching what you're up to. If there's no communication kind of lurking in the background, we don't really want to know about them, to be honest. I feel like you need to focus on you and just move away from that energy. Yeah, look at them. Definitely lurking and thinking and whatever. This is the time for you. This is the time for you. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Something around timing. And also we've got the moon and the sun here. The feminine and the masculine. Things are balancing out and you will be celebrating. Okay, let's just pull you a card of guidance. Okay, that came out. Letting go. Of course. Of course. Everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let it go. All right, my lovely warriors, if you pick pile C, I hope that you found that useful. If you would like a more personalised reading, all my offerings are at the website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. Please like, share, and press the little alarm button because it will let you know when I put out my next reading. Love and light to you all. Take care.